Hello, my name is David Grzegorzewski, Program Director of the Interreg North-West Europe program. It is my pleasure today to share with you some insights into the work we do on water resilience, our particular relationship with that topic, and last but not least, also how we could support you in increasing the resilience of your territories with regard to water. A few words about our program first. With a program budget of 310 million euros of ERDF funding, Interreg NWE is budget-wise the largest transnational Interreg program. Our program area and projects cover the Benelux, large parts of Germany, France, Ireland, and Switzerland. We are also a particularly green program. Around 60% of our program budget is directly linked to co-funding and supporting projects in the field of green or climate-related transitions. That's around 190 million euros. As NWE, we are also a particularly water-sensitive area. That's why our funding member states have over the last 20 years quite consistently dedicated a considerable share of our program budget to water-related matters. Cooperation is key for us. We sustain that cooperation delivers better and more long-lasting results. And next to that, it is also our mission to intervene there where solutions can only be obtained through genuine cross-sectoral and multi-level cooperation. Now, how is water resilience represented in our program? We could group this into two big lines of actions. As a program, we deal with water quality and water quantity issues in general. Next to that, we also deal with the effects of adverse weather events and natural disasters. The types of project we fund. They approach water resilience in an integrated and place-based way. Our projects typically look at various functions water may have. They also come up with solutions that are tailor-made for situation in the Northwest Europe area. And not to forget, they also add a transnational layer of learning, or excellence if you prefer, on operations that may already be on their way regionally or locally. Finally, they are also integrated from a partnership point of view. Our projects involve partners and stakeholders from across the quadruple helix. And in the context or the case of water resilience, this means public water bodies, knowledge institutes, industry, farmers, citizens, in general, civil society. Many of our projects from the early days of our program dealt with, for example, flooding prevention and preparedness, designing management plans at the level of a transnational river basin, but our more recent projects, well, they gradually ventured also into other types of activities. We have, for example, multifunctional projects that target carbon capture and water buffering at once, like the Care Peat project, which full title reads Restoring the Carbon Storage Capacity of Peatlands. This successful project has meanwhile evolved into the Buffer Plus initiative, landscape-based solutions for climate adaptations. Both projects have a high share of demonstration activities and also pilot investments. Other recent projects target river systems as a whole and pilot the use of a wide range of landscape-based solutions. Resi River is a very recent example of an integrated river management project. It will run in the years to come several nature-based solutions or pilots, I have to say, around large river systems or estuaries like, again, the Rhine and the Meuse, but also smaller river systems like the Lys or the Vesdre. A recent project dealing with natural disaster is Flash Flood Breaker. This project pilots predictive models and tools to effectively manage flash flood-related risks, to predict flash floods in real time, and hence to also warn, protect, and rescue populations, infrastructures, and economic activities. This project involves 7 particularly risk-affected areas in Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France. To conclude on the project examples, we also experiment in our current program with less complex and short-running project types. They last between 1 year, 18 months. And rural road water rescue is in this case a relevant example. This project produces an actionable guidance to develop new functions and uses for roads and access road water for local stakeholders. Think about the reuse of such waters by farmers, households, industry, public services, etc. After hearing that, and you are triggered by all these examples and you want to get involved, we are still open for business. We have still somewhat more than 50% of our budget available and room to fund water resilience-related projects. We have a call running right now, and we also plan to launch another one still this year. Later on in our program lifetime, we will also develop capitalization actions between approved projects. These may come from our program, but also from other EU-funded programs. And with capitalization, we will want to further upscale or disseminate results more widely. or to create synergies between different projects and programs. But we will also want to prepare with this the ground for bigger investments or new projects, or to typically expand ecosystems of organizations working around linked topics. If you just want to know more or want to be further inspired on what we do, well, I would suggest to have a look at our current program website at www.nweurope.eu, or check our online NW success stories or NW Making an Impact publication. Do also consider the policy learning platform of our sister program, Interreg Europe. They organize periodic peer-to-peer sessions for policymakers and influencers from across the EU. And they have also gathered online a wealth of good policy practices on water management from all over Europe. Concluding, I hope that I managed to convince and motivate you to keep investing in European cooperation to fulfill your missions related to water resilience. Cooperation is the only sensible solution to succeed in building water resilience for our territories, and I hope I have also been able to convince you of that today. Thank you for your attention.